Good morning. So I definitely let my body, funny story actually. I was like, you know what? I won't set an alarm. I will not set an alarm. I will just wake up naturally when I've had enough sleep, you know? So, cool. My alarm was set for 4:45. Anyway, it's fine. I went back to sleep for a little bit, but then I've kind of, I couldn't sleep anymore. So I was like, oh, I'll just get up and be productive. So I'm going to get up and be productive. My morning usually starts with coffee, and I've just put on a single carb. I'm kind of debating because I've got a really long cycle tomorrow. It's like, well, do I cycle today? But I'm hanging out to try my new bike. Absolutely hanging out, so yes, the answer is yes. But we are faced with like not the best conditions. It's a little bit rainy. I think the rain is stopped, so I might just head out for a little bit. I just want to try, like, this is kind of crazy, but I have actually not had, DI2 on a bike, so like my electric gearing. So apparently what I have to do is crazy, like should not need instructions for a bike. So I've got the app, which they got me to download, and then there's like a button, my god, re-registration, there's like a button. So alright, let's see if we can do this. I should have been paying more attention. You're just a baby. You're just a baby. I'm struggling to connect my bike, which I thought was just clicking a button.
You thought wrong!
And then putting it to the app, but apparently I can't do that. So I'm on Chat GPT to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I'm allergic to technology sometimes. God. Okay, back. Connect your bike parameter. Okay, so pressing button, bam, flash, 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 flash. No, okay, this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. I now have to decide what my shifting is going to be. So I have the options with the bike to change my shifters depending on what I like. I know what I have on my old bike and I'm going to just replicate it because that's what I go to. I'm just a bit nervous, but I'll have breakfast first and then hit the road. And I'll just do a short one. There's a little one up the hills though, so it's not like the easiest cycling in the world, but it'll be like a fun little warm up. Actually, I'll send a picture to my friend. He'll be so jealous. Okay, I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm gonna have some eggs for sure, because eggs! And then probably just maybe like a banana as well to make sure my body is. And you know what? I'm gonna just like have a nice big greens powder because I'm just really protecting my body from getting run down at the moment, and I have my fermented greens every day. And you know what? I'll have that in my smoothie after. Yeah, never mind. Okay. I fear I've never seen anything more sexy in my life. Oh, just look at that. She's about to go for her first outing. Got the Garmin. I've connected it, finally. So I think that's it really. I've got to wear my boots into the car because I've got to drive up to the top because there's no road. And I'm not walking this like 500 meters, more than that, 700 meters. No. So I'm just gonna chuck her in the car, drive up to the top, helmet, shoes, yeah, and just a super short cycle because I got physio at 11 and I've got my big cycle tomorrow. So I'm kind of just, it's more of a test run really, to be honest, than anything else. But yeah. let's see if I can figure it out. I'm very excited for the computer. Very exciting. That cycle was my first on my new bike, and it was supposed to be the best cycle of my life. It was so horrible because the computer wouldn't stop beeping at me, and I just it wanted me to start it, and I feel so stupid, but I couldn't figure out how. It's like the button wasn't working, like the start button wasn't working, nothing I was doing was working, and I was losing my mind. So it was the shortest, most miserable cycle ever. But the bike was really cool, to be fair. The bike was really cool, and the electric shifting was certainly good. I'm just so unenthused. So I've got to go to my physio appointment, and we got to fucking figure out my back, neck situation, part of my rehab therapy, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, not good. Bad situation, bad cycle. Like 15 minutes of hell. Oh, so yeah, I've got to crack on over 15 minutes before I got to leave the house, and I got to pack swimming gear, physio gear, and a change home. Okay, let's go. Guys, I tried to film my physio appointment for you, but I was running super late, and I had to walk a long way, and we kind of was just like, okay, we need to do this appointment, but it wasn't super informative in the way that this appointment was primarily for my back rehabilitation and my neck rehabilitation post-accident, so I wouldn't say it was particularly helpful. And I was also just face down on the bed for my massage and dry needling. So to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to speak much anyway. I kind of I'm actually very frustrated today because my time management was super, super poor, and I'm still kind of adjusting, learning to live out in the hills, in the country, which means not entirely rural, but for example, I have to drive an hour to get to my physio where normally it would be 15 minutes. But then I drove an hour there, and then I didn't pack my bag for my next thing, so I actually have to drive back home and then pack my bag and then come back out. So today is 4 hours of driving, and I kind of just think that's 4 hours that I could be spending training, the weather's cleared up, I could be cycling right now. And I kind of just oh my gosh, you're bad planning, and getting really upset at myself for the outcome of my day, because it's just not how I wanted it to go at all, and just quite frustrated to the point where I was having a little meltdown, which involved tears, which is not where I want to be and not how I want to be, because honestly, I love training. I love it so much. It's a huge part of my life, and it's so enjoyable. So I just think to take that joy away because of bad organization and planning is just a crying shame. And I would rather just I'm trying to figure out how I can change these bad feelings, when you just you're just upset and you just can't seem to get on top of the emotion. And for me, training actually really does help me. But I think I just would like to have a little bit of rest, because yesterday was just running around driving appointments, and this morning I woke up early, and it's just been pretty chill in the morning, but then after I went for my failed cycle, it just kind of felt I was oh my gosh, bad planning. Anyway, that's okay. I am on my way home now, and so physio's done. My very worst cycle is done, but the new bike is mint, and don't really know how to use my Garmin Edge yet, but I'm gonna figure it out for sure. And then I'm gonna go hit the pool. It's so far away from my house, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm kind of just so sick of driving, to be honest. That's okay, you know what? It's just this one day I gotta get past, and then hopefully I'll sleep superb tonight, hit my session tomorrow morning for my cycle. Again, weather is just looking not the best. Anyways, all right, I will chat to you guys when I get to the pool. Okay. It's actually mental to think about the kind of day that has kind of transpired, because I'm going to be open and honest. I'm kind of feel like I'm on the verge of burnout. So I kind of need to switch some priorities around. Because, you know, it's a struggle, and anyone who is trying to train for a really big race or event or anything, put a lot of time into something, along with having a full-time job, trying to have a social life, is, you know, it's a lot. You have to make sacrifices, and I've felt those sacrifices strongly in the past 48 hours. I'm putting a smile on my face because I am very, very grateful that A, the sun is shining. How beautiful is that? B, look at my swimming pool. Not mine, the gym swimming pool, but it's empty, no one's here. And I really wanted some alone time, and I get it. And I get to swim in here for 2.5 kilometers, which is bloody amazing. And you know what? I'm very grateful that I can do that and that I'm in a position to do that. So thank you. And I think it's really important moments where you just kind of like pulling your hair out and you get a bit crazy, just really thinking about what you are grateful for and what is going well, because I've got a lot that's going well and I need to remind myself of that. But anyway, before we get too serious, I want to talk to you about my session, because we're ramping things up a bit. And I kind of, feel like I've talked about swim burnout before, because for me it's like legit coming off the back of that 5K, but it's okay. Today we have got aerobic range. First we have 1,500 meters, 500 swim, 400 pull buoy, 300 pull and paddles, 200 fins, 100 fins easy. And I didn't remember to bring any of my stuff. It's all in my car. So I think I'm just going to swim 2.734 yards without any of that. And that's okay. I feel prepared, kind of. Maybe I should just go down and get it. I don't know. The car's so far away. I'll show you. It's just down there somewhere, Oh, sorry, that's the city. Down there, over there. I'm parked over there. It's so far. Ugh. Oh well. Oh my god.
One, fight!
I have no idea how much of that audio I got on camera, but basically I finished my swim and I am super stoked with how that went. I maintained really good speed, I did a really good distance, and I had a bit of time off swimming. Like, not a bit, I did 1 session instead of 2 sessions 1 week. So, but I felt like I needed it, because like I performed way better than I thought I would. So I was doing like nice, like consistently good sets of like 400, 500 meters. And yeah, I continuously was hitting like the speed I wanted. Anyway, basically, I'm not sure if you saw what happened, but I showered with my microphone on. And if you don't laugh, you'll cry, and I have no idea if it works. With my other one on right now, I have no idea if it works. I'm so nervous to find out. Far out. Oh, it's just so annoying. Like, what the heck? Oh, why? Anyway, you know what? It's been a very, it's been an experience. Today has been an experience. It's been an experience to, I'm gonna just say that word. Today has taught me a lot about emotional regulation and putting that swim cap on, jumping in the water, getting it done, and actually just doesn't mean because you're having a bad day, it doesn't mean you're going to have a bad training session, because it was actually phenomenal. And I'm really glad I did it. I'm so glad I did. I feel so much better for doing it. I think that's what I have to remind myself of. Like, if you don't do it, you're not going to feel good about not doing it. Sometimes there's exceptions, but I needed to, and I'm really glad I did. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm sorry that today's episode has been a little bit emotional and crazy. Oh my god, definitely not like the training day of dreams, that's for sure. But that's all right. We had one big win with the swim, and I'll just take that because it's just so encouraging. It's so encouraging to just see your speed go up. I couldn't even, when I started swimming, I couldn't even swim 15 meters without gasping. So this is huge. Right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.